Here, we'll go through the process of mapping artwork to a 3D object, which is one of the requirements for your packaging project. So I've got here some artwork for a tea can. This is the artwork for the side of the can. So it'll be a canister shape. This is the top of the tea can. And this is a little texture that's going to also go on the top of the tea can. So I've got my artwork all ready. And now I just need to create a three-dimensional object. So this is the tea can. It's actually two shapes, the top and then the body of the can. And what I did was group them. And it's just going to be a very simple shape, so I'll select it and go up to Effect, 3D, and Revolve. Click on the preview, and that looks just fine. Looks like exactly what I want. So one of the things that I have to do first is create symbols of my artwork. And those are in other files. So what I'm going to do is copy the artwork from the other files and paste it into my 3D tea can file. So I've copied it there, and then I'll just paste it. So I need to open up my Symbols panel. So I'll just go to Windows, down to Symbols, and open up that panel. And my artwork is already selected, so I'll just click the Create New Symbol button at the bottom of the panel. I'll name it Tea Can Side. And I'll make it a graphic symbol. Click OK. And there it appears in the Symbols panel. I don't really need that artwork anymore, so I can just delete it. Now I want to do the same for the top artwork. I'll select that. I'll copy it and then paste it into the 3D object file. Make a new symbol out of it. I'll name it Tea Can Top. And there it is in the Symbols panel. And again, I can just delete that artwork on the artboard. And finally, just the texture. I'll select that, copy it, and paste it into our 3D package file. Make a new symbol out of it. I'll just name it Tea Can Texture. And OK. And there it is. And I'll delete that artwork off the artboard. So I have my three symbols now, which I can now map to the 3D object. And of course, in order to manipulate the 3D object, I need to use the Appearance panel. So select the object. And in the Appearance panel, I'll click the 3D Revolve effect. I'll click on the preview so I can see what's happening here. And down towards the bottom of the panel, I want to click the Map Art button. And in the dialog box, we can see we have the symbols area that we can choose from, also the sides of the object. It can be a little bit tricky to determine which side is actually showing, but you can use the red highlighted area to give you an idea. This looks to be the side of the tea can, and in the dialog box there, the light gray area is what's actually showing. The dark gray area doesn't show. So that looks to be the side. I don't know that it is, but I'll try some different sides. That looks to be the bottom of the can. We can't see that. That looks to be the inside of the top of the can. So it can be a little bit tricky trying to determine exactly what side or surface you're looking at, but you just sometimes have to play around with it. So it looks to be that this is the side, the surface that I want for the side of the can. So I'll click that drop-down menu in the symbols and choose the TCAN side artwork. And there it is. So that was the right surface. The artwork's a little bit small and I can move it into place. Again, the gray area is what we can see on the 3D object, while the dark gray area is what we don't see. So I'm just going to move that into place, and I'll reduce the size of it a little bit so that it fits better. And I'm doing this just like we would change or transform any object. And that looks good. It's got it where I want to be, and it's the right size. So now I'll find the surface for the top. I can also add some shading here if I want. I don't much like that, so it makes it kind of dull, so I'll deselect that. But on your package, you might want to do that. I'll click OK, and there it is. So now I'll click the Map Art button again, and I'll find the surface that's the top of the can. And that looks to be the top there. It's light gray. And the red is outlining that surface on the 3D object. So again, I'll go to the Symbols drop-down menu and choose TCAN Top, and there it is. And I want to, I think, maybe make it a little bit bigger. I can, again, transform it just like I can any other object using the bounding box control handles. I can also just click and drag it into place. And it's kind of upside down right now, so I want to turn the label around so that it is better oriented. So again, I'll just hover my cursor over one of those corner control handles. And just like I would any other object, I'll just revolve it, turn it around. And it's getting there. I maybe need to turn it around a little bit more. And that's looking okay. I think I like that. So it's pretty simple to map artwork. It's important, though, to understand that you need to create your 3D object with the same kinds of dimensions that you do your artwork. So you want to make sure that they are relative in scale and size. You don't want a label that's much too large for the 3D shape. I'll move it around a little bit so I can see the top better. So that's looking pretty good. That was pretty easy. And now I can add that texture to the rim of the top. I'll click the Map Art button and I'll find that surface. And that looks to be the rim of the can there. The red lines are highlighting that area, and I can see a light gray area. So I'll click my drop-down menu for the symbols and choose that texture. And there it is. And that was the right side, so I'll just move that in so that it covers all of that light gray area. I don't need to resize it in this instance, but there it is. So I'll click OK, and there is my completed package. So it's pretty easy to create a three-dimensional kind of package mock-up in Illustrator. It is important, though, to remember to scale your artwork to the proper size of your 3D package so that it fits nicely. So that was a pretty easy thing to do, and this is exactly what you'll be doing for your packaging project.